This accident occurred right over there in front of the ABC store. Do you know where that is? I smiled and I said, I have a general idea. I have a general idea of how I made it to the Superior Court. And before I take the oath of office as a Superior Court judge, I would appreciate taking about 15 minutes of your time so that I can express my appreciation to those who helped me in my 24 years as a district court judge, 12 of which I served as the chief judge. I do not apologize for the time I'm about to take. Believe it or not, I am 60 years of age, and in the last few months I've been to a couple of funerals for people younger than I am. Only God knows if I will live to attend my real retirement. I am confident that one of the reasons that I've been able to be elected 7 times is that I have been out and about a lot. I have given many speeches to everything from the Kiwanis Club to school groups to foster parent training sessions to domestic violence seminars. And I do not know of a speech that I have given in the last 15 years or so that I did not use this little booklet. Thank you letters written to me by elementary students up in Ashe County. Before I read a couple of these letters to you, I want to tell you that I am told that I am sometimes hard to understand. And to illustrate this point, I want to tell you about this elderly lady that used to sit up in court a lot in Allegheny County. And one day after I recessed court, this lady approached the clerk of court, Susie Gamble, and asked, did Judge Gregory sentence Mrs. So-and-so to 60 days for bad sex? The clerk of court, Susie, thought a minute and said, no, ma'am. That's bad checks, bad checks. So listen carefully. As I said, these letters were written to me. I spoke to a lot of groups everywhere I went. Every time I held court, almost, it seemed like there was a school group there. And I suspect that the teacher, after I spoke to them, she made them all write me a letter and she put it in a little booklet. And says, thank you on it. And it's sort of tattered because, as I've said, I've used it many times. Dear Judge Gregory, thank you very much. I liked all the things you told us. I listened to you the whole time. I was so surprised that you were a judge. Your friend, Jay Gibson. I read that one. Dear Judge Gregory, thank you for talking to us. Why do they not use hanging anymore? I learned a whole lot. When did they stop using the electric chair? I enjoyed going to the courthouse. Sincerely, Bradley Morgan. I think Bradley is on his way to being like Tom Horner, the DA or prosecutor. And then my all-time favorite letter. Dear Judge Gregory, thank you for talking to our class. We learned a lot. You are a smart man. I hope I never have to go to court when I grow up. But if I do, please remember this letter. Your friend, Brandon. Usually when I would use those letters, and as I said, I used them every time I spoke, no matter where it was, because people seemed to enjoy it. I would usually say something. I believe that little girl will be governor or chief justice someday, don't you? And most people nod their head like they did. But today I want to say, I don't know if Brandy will ever make it to be governor or the chief justice. But she helped me make it to the Superior Court, and I thank her for that.